Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Corey here with a couple more rows of amigurumi goodness. So, let's get started. Hello friends, fellow fiber arts enthusiasts, yarn lovers, crocheters, people who just like to have a quiet video on while they relax, or they just like to hear my annoying little voice. I'm just kidding. No, honestly, some people say I do have an annoying voice. That's fine by me. And we are still continuing on with just straight up going around, which are the easiest ones to do for these kind of videos because I don't really have to sit there counting, which I'm sure is a lot of fun for everybody. It's like being at math class again. Pull that out, my center pull. That's not the worst yarn, I will say. But it's just not my favorite. It's pretty good though. For the price, I won't complain. But I definitely will be not seeking it out as much as I thought I might be. Maybe for a couple things. I could see this this yarn in particular making a pretty good blanket or pillowcase. Amigurumi, so it's kind of going okay. It's not the worst. I have some that are quite thin or just stiff as a board or just feel weird. So I should be starting my brown bear within the next day or so because this is going really quick. I believe the arms are separate and then I just sew them on. So if I can get through these quite quickly, that'll be very helpful because with all the other ones I want to get through, plus the Easter stuff, which I haven't really quite narrowed down what I'm doing. I got a couple ideas that jumped out at me today, but we will see what goes best. There's some really cute eggs I found that look like decorated eggs that you can hide all over. We don't normally decorate eggs. It's just not something we've ever really done in my household. Quite a few of the people in my household don't like boiled eggs, so I don't want boiled eggs all over the house. We do have the candy eggs, the plastic ones. We put candy in those and hide them, and they get hidden by the Easter Bunny. I have a deal with the Easter Bunny that we don't do boiled eggs for him to hide. He tried to tell me that it goes against tradition, and we got into a fight, and now he's afraid of me. So when the kids mention he's coming, I always have to let them know that I'm not very happy that dude's coming back to my house. We're not friends. Same thing with Santa. He had to be told that all his gifts have to come from places like the dollar store and stuff where Santa's not allowed to bring the really big presents. because it's not fair to everybody. And Santa usually keeps ours to things like art supplies, which is fantastic. In my house, the girls love to color and draw and paint and all the beautiful stuff, so art supplies are definitely a wonderful idea. Beads, glue, markers. Oh, speaking of markers, so my mom and my son went out, and while they were out, they came across pen paints. They are like pens, but they're full of acrylic paint. So let's try it out. I drew a quick little Incredible Hulk, and I used the paints to highlight it and color it. They weren't bad. Could definitely be used to white though. Lots of grays and blacks in there. And then greens, there was a couple of greens, and I was able to highlight everything. But white would have been very, very useful. Probably should have used yellow under the eyes to make them pop out just a touch more, because I didn't have white to highlight them enough, but you know. My son was pretty happy to see that, and I made him a nice bracelet. So I wanted to try the pens out, so I like them. I would probably get more high-end ones. The dollar store ones, the brush bristles were all like pronged, so I can't see it being super great for calligraphy. I am kind of curious if we could refill them. If we could refill them, then I'm A-okay, because I do have quite a collection of acrylic paints, because I do love to paint, and I'm able to paint. The kids have been too young. And when I paint, I mean I really paint. I'll probably end up having to finish up a couple pictures I have on the go, and I might record them, but be forewarned that I am very, very, very detail oriented. I love mixing colors. I love making new shades, and I love using them all to my advantage to make the pictures the best they can be. And we'll try to remember to get a picture of Hulk and throw it in at some point. So if you see a painting of a Hulk, it's just a little quickie, a Valentine's for my boy. Because my hands were too sore to make him a big, huge, like his bracelets like this. I used 8 colors instead of 4 with the little ones, so it definitely took a lot more effort. I think it took me over an hour and a half to do it, something like that. So I've been watching my Chinese and Korean and Taiwanese dramas, and oh my gosh, the last one I watched, this one girl had the most amazing collection of crochet clothes. I'm talking cute little dresses and off the shoulder numbers, and just I'm just looking at it. A lot of it looked like it was done in like a 30 or a 40 weight cotton. Almost reminded me a lot of older tablecloths and whatnot, so that was pretty neat. Got my mind going. I was like, oh, that'd be fantastic. Look at the big sunburst on that one, and that one has beautiful swirls. So I had a couple things to make on my list that are kind of along that line anyways, so it's just really cool to see. I think it's in the Crochet Witch Facebook group. They're starting a crochet with me, and for once I'm actually kind of tempted And you take a bunch of your scrap yarns and basically make a blanket, kind of like the one on the original Roseanne show. She always had a crochet granny square number thrown over the back of the couch. It's like lots of reds, black, and white. Yeah, I remember that thing vividly. I always admired it, so that's why I was tempted by the idea of it. I probably won't do it. I might do something of my own, but you know, I thought that was pretty awesome, that would be the inspiration, because it is a pretty fantastic granny square blanket. Here we go. We are getting our gains here, bruh. Look at how beautiful he's turning out. He's going to be a little hefty. Not the tallest thing I've made. That would be Splinter. Splinter is the tallest. My biggest amigurumi. Yep. White is not the easiest to crochet. Black isn't easy. Oh, navy blue is tough too. Navy blue can really throw a wrench into everything. I've had that issue before. Alright, no. I just thought of a couple patterns that I've had set aside that I wanted to do for one of my daughters. The other one could definitely get a lot out of a few more food items for her little play fridge, little play kitchen. Maybe make her a little dishcloth and stuff so she can pretend to do dishes, because she was doing that the other day, washing all her plates off, and we were done, so she needed to wash up. She got this really cute little hand broom with a dustpan, so she can pretend that she's sweeping up. I don't like it when anybody actually uses it because it's her toy. It's bright yellow and it has a cute little ducky on it and a matching fly swatter. I'm not sure why brother and I decided, but we thought it'd be a great idea to get her own fly swatter, so she pretends that she's catching bugs in her kitchen. She doesn't want them to get into her food. She takes kitchen safety and stuff like that very seriously. Okay, I think I have one more round, and then that will be all of them for this guy, and I have to start doing decreases for the head. This is one of those ones that doesn't tell you when they think you should be stuffing it, so you stuff it whenever you feel like it. And I don't feel like it yet. I put a little in, just so I can get a general idea. Well, it's going to be well shaped. That's very, very close to the actual cartoon character's body shape. So that is wonderful. And 2. Last row, and then we do the decreases to get our head together. It's gonna look great. Just gonna check on here, so arms and the ears. Yep, they're all separate. Let me go. Sorry about that. I was watching the stitches come together and just became a little mesmerized by how awesome crochet is. Happens to me sometimes where I'm just like, wow, that's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to stop here because I think my hands are getting a little bit strained. Child put a lot of weight on my wrist on this side, and it's not the happiest feelings, so almost there. Gotta get around this other side. I think I'll do brown bear next. Now my problem is picking the right brown. I'm not sure if I've the right one, so I may have to go like a shade or two darker. Because he's sort of a reddish brown. And I don't think I have any reddish brown right now. And I don't know if I can find any here in town, so it might be a darker brown. I'll make them cute though. And I think the most complicated one is going to be the panda bear because there will be color changes between black and white, of course, to do a panda. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, probably the next 2 or 3 days. And final stitch. So all I want to say here is thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye.